that should be helpful. The next question comes from Lisa. Lisa asks, how do you steer a conversation to a positive food one regarding someone who openly states they love their beer and chips? All right. I say, okay. So if someone, you guys should know, when I'm talking to someone one-on-one, or like in a group of people that I know, that I'm coaching, like within the test group, who I got to know really well, I do just about everything other than splash ice in their face, like ice water in their face. Like, I'm pretty blunt. I'm pretty blunt. I'm more massaged and calm and smiley in bigger crowds, because you have to be, or else people are going to throw things at me. But when it comes to working one-on-one or in small groups, and Beachbody knows this very well from working with me for 2 years, I'm tough. I'm very tough, and the whole test group, the first test group will tell you I'm very tough. Like, it doesn't maybe come across as much in the videos, but I'm pretty tough, because in order to see change, you need to see change. So if someone tells me in their face, but I love beer and I love chips, and I also will say to them, then what do you love more? Because you have to love other things in life more than beer and chips, okay? Because beer and chips are easy to love. We all love them, right? Because they taste good, great. We need to put things in our body for a bigger purpose than just they taste good. I'll also say, okay, I also love chips. The first chip is delicious. The second chip is great. It's salty, it's buttery, it's crispy, sure. But what's the difference in taste and chip between the 30th and the second? No change. So what are you doing? You're just eating the crispy stuff, and what you got to love something more. The bottom line is, you have to love weight loss more than food. You just have to. And eventually you figure out that you can have the best of both worlds when you learn to eat like creamy calizotto or like a big Caesar salad and egg white pizza like I just had for lunch. And eventually you learn that like you can actually still love food and love weight loss. But you gotta love weight loss. You gotta love seeing that scale go down. You gotta love seeing your jeans get bigger. You gotta love getting compliments from friends and family saying, like, what are you doing? You gotta love the benefits of more energy. You gotta love the less weight on, your knees and your ankles. And when you jump up and down and run after your kids. You gotta love the idea of going to your doctor and him telling you that your blood work looks so much better. You gotta love that. You gotta love yourself, essentially, more than you love the food. That's really how it basically comes down. And because when someone's offering you chips and beer, it's not that you can't have them, but it has to come to the point where you can say Genteo. It's not, I can't have that. It's, do I really need that because I love myself and my body and what I'm aiming for more? And that's just what it's going to be. And when I'm working with someone who's not motivated, I really tell them, I'm like, listen, I'm the best in the world. In my mind, it doesn't matter. If the person has no motivation, nothing they're running away from, nothing they're working towards, I can only do so much. Because you need to have an inner desire to actually make changes. So, when someone says, I love beer and chips, I'm like, great. Who doesn't? They taste good, sure. But you gotta love something else more. What is it that you love more? And that helps really steer the conversation, because you have to steer the conversation. So, yeah, I'm pretty done. Not gonna lie. Okay, next question.